His name is Big Brian Carlwell. Brian, always great to have you on the show. How have you been?
I've been good. How you guys been?
Doing well, BC.
Very well. How was that altitude? I know we talked about Colorado Springs before you went out there. Did it affect your game at all?
With me personally, I believe it did. That was one of the first times where, I feel like the team just didn't grab their second win fast enough. But, I definitely think the altitude was a problem, that game. But, we were able to fight through it and come out with the win.
So what's going to be the difference for you guys from this BYU game to this one? I know you won't be in the altitude. Obviously, you'll have the VA House Arena backing you up. But what will be the difference that will prove victory for you guys this time?
Well, we weren't able to run as effectively as we normally do. Just because of the altitude, we wanted to try to slow down a little bit more. Just because we knew we had our hands full, with guard, and we had a lot of things playing against us. With mainly being the altitude. So I know one of the things that we're gonna do is we're gonna be actually able to get out here and run this game.
Brian, we heard Coach Fisher lost his mind. Lost his temper, halftime against the Air Force. Describe for us, if you will, exactly what it looks like when Coach Fisher gets that mad.
It's pretty undescribable. It's different every time. It's not the same way. And
is it scary?
I wouldn't say more so scary, but it's kind of fearful. Kind of strikes the fear to your heart. But it's good because I was talking to a couple people about this the other day. He does a good job of coming in when we first get into halftime. Especially if he's upset with something, he lets us know. He doesn't hold back. He lets us know what's up, what's on his mind. He walks out, gives us a couple minutes to think, and comes back in. And he say, "All right, I'm done yelling. We got to regroup. We got to do a better job. We got to win this game." And I think that part there puts the team at ease, and it allows us to play better the second half.
With all these days in between games right now, your game isn't until Saturday. Is practice lighter? Do you try to go at it as hard as possible to try to simulate a game? How does Coach handle practice now with all these days?
Oh, yeah, these last 2 days we definitely went out there and got after it. We just got our practice not too long ago, and my legs are pretty shocked right now. we definitely went out there. We ran a lot today, which is good. Coach doesn't want us to lose. He doesn't want us to get out there without running, for 4 or 5 whole days and actually going out there and running. And he wants us to keep our conditioning up. So I think the players, while at the time we're doing it, it might not, seem like everybody is appreciative of it. But, I think we all appreciate it, that we are able to go out there and run a lot and keep our conditioning up.
We're talking Aztec center Brian Carlwell. Brian, is it even possible to treat this like any other game? This is CBS. This is Jimmer. This is BYU. This is your house. This is the number 6 team versus the number 7 team. Can you even approach it like any other game, or do you understand that this is going to feel a little different?
Well, yeah, that's the challenge, is try to approach it like another game. Just to go out there and say, okay, we have to go out there and we have to execute our game plan just like another game. But like you said, the atmosphere is going to be 10 times liver. The hype is going to be 10 times liver, and everybody's expectations and feelings are going to be 10 times liver. So we have to go out there. It's okay to embrace those feelings and emotions, but we have to also know that we have to go out there and control those feelings and emotions as well.
Certainly is an emotional game with a big time rival like this. But when you see a guy like Jimmer Fredette, can you actually, maybe not in the moment during the game, but appreciate a player like that, his skills and what he can do, or is it just simply he's a rival and that's it?
No. Anybody who's a fan of basketball always appreciates, something good that someone brings to the table. And we're all on a team of fan of basketball, and he goes out there and he does some pretty amazing things. But our job is to go out there and make sure he doesn't do amazing things, and that's what we're going to try our best to do.
Indeed, Brian Carlwell getting ready for BYU. Brian, let me ask you a question off the court. There was a story today in the newspaper about Steve Fisher, your coach, asking the students to be classy, not malicious, towards BYU. How about you as a player, even your days at Illinois? Have you ever been insulted by something you heard in the opposing student section?
Well, from the opposing student section, yeah, we definitely heard some pretty bad things. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure like the way I feel about that. Of course you feel you get mad or you get fired up when somebody comes at you a certain way. They say some pretty bad things to you, but hey, you have to think about it. And those kids in the crowd are just that. Some of them are still kids. They might be freshmen or whatever. So, kids will be kids, and our job is to go out there. If we go to an away court on the opponent's court and tune it out, and just like that's our job, I guess that's a coach will tell his team that's their job if they will come in here and face the show.
See, that's such a mature answer because you're a senior. But do you think crowds can alter the game? In your personal opinion, has anybody ever said something where it took you out of your game and you thought, you know what, these student sections are very effective?
Oh yeah, definitely. It only takes the right words being said after the wrong play happens to just completely take a player off his game, and just let him hear it. But
Wow.
the thing is with good players, it's hard to take them off the game because they have their confidence. They know what they have to do, even if they do make a mistake or airball or something like that. They know that okay, hey, this is a part of the game. I shake it off, I'll come back, and I'll knock down the next one.
Speaking about things you get, that kind of move you emotionally when you see them or hear them, but when you watch your rankings stay the same after a whole bunch of teams lose, is that motivation for you, or is it at this point, listen, man, we know we're good, we're getting to the tournament, and let's just wait until then?
Nothing's for certain. I mean, that's how you want to look at it. People say, oh, no, you guys are for sure going to get it. You guys are for sure going to get this. We don't want to look at it like that because I think once you start looking at it like that, that's when people and teams start getting lazy and they start accepting things. So we don't want to look at it like that, but, we're not going to let us affect it. We're not going to be, crying about it. We have to go out there and play. And if we haven't proven ourselves, then that's what we have to go out there and do. We have to go out there and continue to prove ourselves. And, eventually things are going to fall in line for us. And if not, we just got to keep going until they do.
Hey, Brian, kids are lining up right now. We're going to be doing our live radio show on campus this upcoming Friday. Are you going to go hang out with the students as they're waiting for tickets? I know Mehdi did that, and I know a few of you players have done that. But this Friday, are you going to come out and say hi?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I was out there. I was out there the last time they lined up for was it New Mexico? Yeah, I think it was the New Mexico game.
Yeah.
I was out there the night before at about 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. just hanging out with them.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of people were surprised, because I knew the team was coming later, but I was like, I'll just go out there. I couldn't go to sleep anyway, so I just went up there, hung out. I just was actually over there not too long ago, just saying what's up to a few people that I knew over there. A couple of my friends actually are on their way over to start lining up, so I might be over there a little bit just hanging out with them.
There you go.
How much fun is this? I know it's a simple question, but when you're an old man and you're telling these stories to your grandkids, oh, I used to hang out 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. with the student body. I mean, these are memories that are going to last you a lifetime.
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is something that, seldom happens at our in our program. This is the first time for it. And, it's always a good thing when you can say I was a part of the first time.
Yep.
And so, you just have to go out there and embrace it. And, they're outside for us. They're sleeping in the cold, on the ground, on concrete for us. And you just got to let them know that we appreciate it, and this is something that we won't be able to get back. So just live in the moment.
Well said. Hey, Brian, we're wishing you the best. Stay healthy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks.
Thanks a lot, Brian.